Hey guys, Pedro here to do an album review, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about the brand new album from Chelsea Grin, Eternal Nightmare, out today on Rise Records. This album has 11 songs, is 37 minutes in length. I was really interested in checking out this record, predominantly because of the departures from the band in the new edition. I really wanted to see what the departure of Alex Kohler, Jake Harmon, and Dan Jones, what was the effect on the band that these departures had. All of them left for different reasons. And I also wanted to see how Tom Barber was going to be stepping into the lead vocalist role and how that was going to affect the sound of the band, the overall songwriting, the lyrics, everything. So these were the factors that I had on my mind going into listening to this record. The first impression that I have is that the record is a safe album. This is really the key word for this record is safe. They didn't try too much. They didn't try to go down a fancy road. They didn't try to do too many things. They really wanted to create an album that was as close to the previous records as possible, while not ruffling too many feathers and creating an album that somehow showed some continuity for the band. It's nothing extraordinary. This album is not amazing. It's not like a work of art, a genius, but it is a safe record. It is a record that falls in line with previous records. So from that perspective, it shows some continuity, and it shows that perhaps the band is back and is healthy and will be around for many years to come. I think the key factor is going to be the following record, the follow-up record to this one. To me, that is going to be the album that's really going to determine where Chelsea Grin is going to go as a band. But considering all the turmoil, considering all the lineup changes, this record is actually pretty good. Considering if you take that into consideration, my expectations were really low coming into this record based on that. And I was happily surprised. They were able to put a strong record, not an amazing record, but a strong record together, and show at least that the band is still alive and it's still around and it's going to be able to make the music that fans are used to. Because all in all, this is a really a strong deathcore album. It has a lot of the same components that previous records had, while obviously the Tom Barber as a lead singer adds a little bit of something new. But they were able to keep the style, the structure intact, and still be able to create an album that all fans can listen to and relate to previous albums. While, like I said, while not great, this album to me is more about continuity. It's more about showing that they're still alive, that they're still around, that they're still significant. Putting this album together, I'm sure it was not an easy task for a band that has gone through this much turmoil. But like I said, the key factor really for the growth and for the future of this band is going to be the next record that comes after this. So that's one that I'm going to be really looking forward to see where they're going to go with this new lineup. Now, as far as favorite songs are concerned, I'm going to start with Dead Rose. That's the first song of the album. That's the song that really introduces Tom as the new singer to all of us that are listening to this album for the first time. And it's a pure deathcore song, very reminiscent of old songs from the band. So it falls in line with the heavy guitar riffs and with Barbara's vocals really adding to that heaviness of the song. So this was a really cool song to introduce not only myself, but anybody that's picking up this album and listening to Tom Barber as their new lead singer. To me, this was a perfect introduction to the album and to their new lead singer. Another song that I have to mention is Hostage. This was one of the first singles to come out of the record. This is a song that I really enjoyed. It really allows for Tom Barber to really showcase his vocal range and his style of vocals. He's able to really change from harsh vocals to almost screaming vocals to a more melodic downward spiral of a vocal delivery, almost like spoken word vocals in some songs. So he's really able to have a different pitch, different dynamics to his vocals, and this is one of the songs that he showcases that a lot. I like this song. To me, it's a song that has a really cool spoken word, if you will, middle bridge. Once again, this is one of those songs that he incorporates all the different styles and all the different things that he can really do with his voice. And it has that almost spoken word middle bridge, almost a whisper of despair in the middle of the song toward the tail end of the song. And I really like that. And this is one of the reasons I picked this song as one of my top threes, because I really feel from a vocal delivery, from a vocal perspective, this is one of those songs that really incorporates all of his range into this song. But now my favorite song on the album is Across the Earth. I absolutely love the keyboard at the start of the song. Has such a menacing vibe, has such a menacing dark feel to it. A very cool keyboard melody to start the song, and almost a narrator narrating a story at the beginning. I really like that. I thought it was really cool, really different. It added heaviness without being heavy, if you know what I mean. It added a lot of darkness to the song as well. And that keyboard melody comes out throughout the song in little spots here and there, especially around the chorus. And I really liked it because it really added, the song doesn't have to be heavy to be heavy. That keyboard melody added heaviness to it because it made the song super dark and melancholic. And I really enjoyed that. I also enjoyed how they incorporated almost backtrack vocals to add a feeling of a choir, a feeling of layers to the vocals during the chorus. I thought that was super cool, super well done. It really added to that menacing vibe that this song really have with the keyboard and those kind of choir-like vocals in the chorus. It's my favorite song of the album. It's the most melodic song of the album. The album overall, it's really a pure deathcore record. And a lot of the songs are nothing new, are nothing special, really don't add anything new, nothing that we haven't heard from the band in the past. This one to me was the one that added a little bit something different. It really added something more unique to itself and a little bit different. And because it was a little bit different from everything else on the record, it popped up and it spoke to me more. Because as you go through this record, there is a sense of each song almost feeling like there is nothing new from song to song. Like I said, the overall vibe of the record is a very safe record, and I felt that for almost every single song of this album was done in that way. It was like a cookie cutter formula that they put together in order to create the song, because they really wanted to just create a solid record without ruffling any feathers whatsoever. And I understand that, like I said, considering all the turmoil, I really understand that they just wanted to put a solid record out and show that they're still alive. But what they did with Across the Earth to me was very unique, very different in this record, very different in this record. There is no song as melodic as this one. And I just almost wish they would have played with it a little bit more. I'm not saying that I want them to go as melodic as this song is, but I would like them to start incorporating different things into their songs, try to, expand their wings, if you will, and really play on Tom Barber's vocals. I really enjoyed his vocals. I really like his range. I really like the styles that he employs, the way he changes his voice in order to give the song a different a different feeling. Really playing off the lyrics of the song and then using his voice as another instrument to really add that character to the song. So I really like his vocals, and I think they can really work around that and create really dynamic, heavy songs, and at least sprinkle something here and there in their next record that adds something new. This one, to me, it felt too much of the same. There was not enough there to really make me listen to this album several times. I'm happy that they put this record together. I'm happy that they're showing that they're continuing with the band, but it's a very safe album. I was really hoping for a little bit more. I was hoping for something a little bit more different, something like what we got in Across the Earth. I would like to see more of that, more of those dynamics, more of trying different things on future albums, since they decided not to do too much of it on this record. This is it for me. Chelsea Grin, Eternal Nightmare, out right now on Rise Records. Let me know your thoughts, what you think of the band, what you think of this album, what you think of Tom Barber as the new lead singer. Please leave those comments in the section below. I'll be reading those and commenting back. Take care, guys.